My name is Rachel Jank. I've been married to Jonathan for almost 14 years now. And he has this saying that I really like, that success moves at the speed of trust. And I think that can be applied to almost any industry, organization, and even relationship. And so he knows that there needs to be trust built in order for things to move forward. And he clearly has dedicated a lot of time to building that trust. That's not something that he knew it wasn't guaranteed walking through the door. And I think the longer he's been in this position, the more he's realized that that foundation needs to be established first. And of course, it's a two-way street. And so he can do what he does, and the trust has to be built both ways. And so I think the longer he's been in this industry, the more he realizes that it's a trust-first industry.
I think the word that best describes Jonathan is committed. Jonathan is committed to Seward as a community. And I think that's one of the things when you think about business development, Chamber of Commerce, economic development, and there's something about the way that Jonathan, since day one that I've worked with him, is completely committed to Seward. He wants to live here. He wants to grow here. He wants his family to prosper here. And he shows that commitment every day in everything he does, whether it's the hours and hours of work and extra meetings he attends, the meetings that he goes to across the county for all the different villages and cities. He's always out there, and it's due to his commitment. There's probably many opportunities he's had to look at other places and growth within his development that he could go to, but he's always stayed committed to Seward. And that level of commitment, I don't know if I've ever come across it in the realm of economic development or Chamber of Commerce in the state of Nebraska. I think just specifically to the city of Seward, there's been an incredible amount of impacts out in Seward County, and you can name numerous, but just looking at the city of Seward, Jonathan's impact can be demonstrated by just walking around downtown and looking at all of the buildings that are filled with new businesses, businesses that have turned over time. So we've had new families and interested parties buy out older businesses that may be retired. Every time you see the lack of empty storefronts, we just have full storefronts with people, thriving in their business in downtown Seward. That's a big part of Jonathan's impact. I would say the other one that will last well beyond all the time that we'll ever be here is probably the rail campus. That's an incredible success that Jonathan was a start of, kicking that off with other economic development leaders in the city of Seward, the city council and the mayor, to work through and develop that idea and then see it to come to fruition.
So I learned about this certification probably 8 or 9 years ago, and he sat down with me and started talking through, because at that time that's when he went to some of the conventions in Milwaukee and did the beginning coursework, kind of learning more about the industry. And then probably about 2 or 3 years ago, we started talking about him studying for the test and what would that look like. And it was a decision made very consciously, because we had to set up a lot of systems in our life to say, how can we support this next endeavor? So he decided to take it in September. So it was really 9 months of him studying, and the last month he probably doubled his study hours every week. So he was doing about 20 hours a week, including taking a week to review all his materials before he left. He really decided to spend dedicated time chipping away at it to make sure that he could do what he wanted to do. And the fact that he was successful was astounding, because I think the pass percentage is somewhere between 20 and 25 each time. And so that was a real concern of his, but yeah, he did it, and the dedication really, really paid off. He's really wanted Seward to be a place where folks who live here enjoy living here. We do have a lot of commuters. I'm one of them to go to work, but this is a community where he really values, not just because he sees its potential, but because he really cares about it as a resident as well. And so a lot of the things he does, he thinks, how would this impact the boys? How would this impact my friend so-and-so who's 95 years old? How would this impact my in-laws? So he really has that personable touch that he thinks about when he considers all the work he does as well.
Hey Jonathan, Trevor here. I just wanted to send you a quick, heartfelt congratulations on all of your successes, including your recent certification. You have done tremendous things for Seward and the surrounding area, as well as those around you. As the saying goes, people will forget what you said, they'll forget what you did, but not the way that you made them feel. And my friend, you have a gift for lifting those around you up. And if it's for no other reason than that I'm proud to call you my colleague and my friend. So congratulations, buddy. Enjoy the moment. It's well deserved.